Come on in.
Hello, Dr. Mitch.
How you doing?
James Shannon.
Nice to meet you.
We spoke on
Have
the
a
phone.
seat.
Thank you. It's very nice to meet you. Well, oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, you graduated from Purdue?
Yeah.
I graduated from Purdue myself, so I mean, I didn't quite get the doctorate.
Oh no. Great school though.
Yeah,
Loved it.
definitely. I also, I stopped by the other day to talk to you. You had just stepped out to lunch though, unfortunately, but I got a chance to talk to one of your patients, and they had just nothing but good things to say about you, so.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Very
you know.
impressive, very impressive.
Yeah, I want to make sure that all my patients have nothing but good things to say about me.
Definitely. All right, so, tell me about the business.
Well, I've been in practice for about 20 years now, and I really take pride in making sure that my patients get the best quality care that they can get. And,
Yeah, and I meant no, like, disrespecting claims. I could tell, like, just by talking to that one patient, that you hardly look at this as a business. You just care for your patients.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as you were.
Yeah, I like to do my research with all my medicines and make sure that I'm prescribing the highest quality and most minimized side effects to my patients.
That's good. What else can you tell me about it?
Well, I currently, I guess 25% of my patients are prone to migraines, and that's a very large concern for me. Let's see. I've only had about 5% turnover with my patients throughout my career here, so
That's impressive, definitely.
yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so that's why I'm here, for the migraine medications. Tell me some of the current problems you're having with the current medications you're prescribing.
Well, with all medications, there are side effects to everything. So I guess the problem now is that I'm between two drugs right now, the Imitrex and the Maxil, and the side effects are, I guess, kind of worrying me. And it's always good to stay educated and stay up on new medicines, and that's definitely something that I'm interested in. So, but with the steroidal aspect of migraine medicine, that's a big concern for me.
Okay. So how long have you been prescribing the medications that you are currently prescribing for migraines?
For as long as I can remember, really. It's been.
You use Imitrex for sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we make that. And Maxalt, you said?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And steroids. With the steroids, do a lot of your patients prefer non-steroidal, or if they had access to non-steroidal, would they prefer to have a non-steroidal type medication?
Yes, they would definitely prefer. That's definitely that's always raised a question raised when I'm walking them through the prescription is the steroids.
Okay. Are a lot of your patients prone to inflammation?
Actually, yeah, I'd say a good percentage are.
Okay. Let's see. How long? Or actually, no. I'm sorry, not how long. How many of your current patients are currently having problems or complaining about side effects associated with the current medications you're prescribing?
It would vary. I'd say anywhere between 25 and 40% of my patients. So.
Okay. How many of your patients are currently experiencing discomfort associated with the medications right now?
Well, minor discomfort is, I guess, more common than anything extreme, but just like nausea and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Well, what if I told you that I could reduce the discomfort and pain and suffering felt by your patients with Imitrex? Would you be interested?
Yeah, absolutely. That's huge.
Okay. Well, before we get started, I would just like to give you this is for you to just keep. That's the PDF on our GlaxoSmithKline website. It's got everything about the drugs. You can print it out, but I did it for you, so you can keep that. And then also, before I started the presentation on the advantages, I just wanted to get the side effects out of the way because I want to just be honest with this. I mean, it is a drug. There are side effects associated with it. In the bold at the top are actually the long-term side effects. So, and also on the other two pages are the Imitrex, which Do you have any questions about any of those?
Yeah, I mean, this, I guess these, the cardiovascular risk and the gastrointestinal risk are, pretty huge here.
Yeah.
Could you explain a little bit?
So, like I said, those are the two bolded terms. Those are the long-term side effects associated with the Trexamet. But the rest of them are all pretty much the same. The two bolded long-term side effects are pretty much part of the new part of Trexamet. Trexamet is pretty much Imitrex plus Aleve. It's the sumatriptan, which is the Imitrex, and then the naproxen sodium, which is pretty much what Aleve is mostly made out of. Those two long-term side effects come from the fact that the naproxen sodium is also part of the drug.
Okay.
But Aleve is a very readily taken, over-the-counter medication taken by millions of people. I mean, it's very successful and it doesn't get a whole lot of problems with the side effects. So,
Okay. What would, I mean, you said it's essentially a combination of two. What would stop me from prescribing the Imitrex and then advising an Aleve to go with it to supplement it?
that's a good question, actually. The thing is, with the Trexamet, it's the same as like Imitrex with the Aleve, but again, those are also different. Like Aleve is a different medication made by a different company, and Imitrex, and like the doses, they're like just by themselves. So you like where Trexamet is made to balance the two, to blend very nicely, to work together in the bloodstream, to actually work effectively together. Whereas if you were to take them separately, we have issues with altering and mixing medications, and we would have more likely to have side effects in those occasions.
Okay, and I can definitely see that.
Okay, so is there any other questions that you might have about the side effects?
Yeah, I mean, how easy would it be to kind of transfer from the Trexamet to, or from the Imitrex to the Trexamet?
Actually, it's very safe to do. The only thing we precaution is that you take a full 24 hours off when switching medications and not take any medications at all, like any type of pain reliever medications like Aleve, aspirin, or any of these prescription meds either. But when switching between the two, using a 24-hour time period, it's totally safe.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Do you have any other questions about those side effects?
What are the long-term effects?
Pretty much it's just the cardiovascular and the gastrointestinal,
Okay.
and that's it. Other than that, any other effects, long-term wise, would be the same as Imitrex,
Okay.
and those are all in there for you.
Cool.
Do you have any other questions regarding side effects?
No, I think that pretty much covers my main concerns. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to read up on it, definitely, but.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind doing that later. But does that sound good to you so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so I'd like to begin the presentation about the actual product. Trexamet is a 2-in-1 medication. It includes RT technology, which pretty much just means that the medicine is rapidly dissolved into the bloodstream faster, and they work together very nicely to relieve pain and suffering caused and related with migraines faster than other types of medications. We did 2 placebo-controlled double-blind studies, and with over 2,900 participants, we found that GlaxoSmithKline found that Trexamet actually relieved well over a majority of the pain and suffering caused by migraines, with only 4% experiencing, under 4% experiencing side effects.
Wow, that's a great percentage.
Yeah, we were very pleased with those results. Some more advantages of using Trexamet. It's an alternate medication, like I said before. It's safe to mix, well, not mix, but to use also as a supplement to like using other medications. You can use other medications alternating between the two, so there's a lot less chance for the user to develop a tolerance to it. So that's really good. Like I said, just 24 hours, just make sure that's clear to the patients. In between, it's not addictive. You can not worry about patients abusing this medication. good. With Trexamet, you can also, it lasts up to 24 hours, so you only have to take one pill a day. It lasts a very long time compared to the other medicines. It's, like I said, I just want to really emphasize on the blending of the two drugs because they've worked, they found the exact, like, different milligrams of each to just work so very nicely. It works very fast, faster than Imitrex or Maxol in relieving migraines. How does that sound to you so far?
That's, wow, that's great. That's, that would definitely help, help with a lot of my patients here because they're having problems with, prolonging the medication and I'm not one that likes to increase the dosage just so that they can, get relief, the relief that they seek. So that's great.
Awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. It also, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. It's medicine that actually also is, it's like a more than one use. It also treats headaches and cluster headaches very well. Also,
Wow.
it's not supposed to be, but it actually does treat them both very well.
Okay.
It's mainly for migraines, so that is the intended purpose, but it actually does have things that really do help with cluster headaches and regular headaches.
That's great because I have, you know, very few patients that have cluster headaches, but anybody that knows what a cluster headache knows the incredible pain that they go through. So
Right,
even-
and they are also very similar to migraines, so patients may sometimes confuse the symptoms that of migraine and a cluster headache.
Okay, that's awesome.
All right, so yeah, it also has more than one use, which is really good, and also we have special discounts. We offer free samples, and we also we're doing a special right now with a $50 off your first prescription. If you were to have a patient get prescribed, they get $50 off their first prescription.
Okay.
So there's monetary incentives also that we're providing right now.
Perfect.
It's very good. So how does it sound so far?
Great. Yeah, definitely.
Great. Do you have any objections or any concerns you'd
Oh,
like to bring up?
so far you've pretty much covered all my main concerns. I mean, is there any stigma attached to this drug that, you know, other doctors would be able to voice to me?
Not really. Everything's pretty good. Feel free to collaborate with anybody else about it, but
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you're all
And
right.
I could find all this information.
Oh yeah, that's all on the internet. I just wanted to have something to give you
Okay.
and have you accept that. So, do you have any other concerns?
No, I think that's about it. So, I mean, how do I go about, where do we go from here, I guess?
Well, I guess I'm gonna just say, would you maybe potentially want to prescribe Trexamet to some of your patients?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to give it a shot here.
All right, so we can start up some contracts?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get something going.
Excellent.
I appreciate doing business with you.
Definitely, definitely. Also, I'm gonna leave my information with your secretary. I have some things to give her for the free samples. I can't bring them with, it's just not how we do business, but
Okay.
I'll leave the information to get the free samples with your secretary, and then I'll talk to my company and we'll be able to send you some free samples.
Absolutely.
Also, I was wondering if you maybe refer me to some of the other doctors you talk with about Trexamet?
Yeah. Well, once I get it going here, I'll be able to have my secretary type up a list of my closest doctor friends, and I'll send them your way.
Excellent. All right, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.